Hello and welcome back to Martin's Adventures. Today we're here at Tropical Park, daytime version. Remember back in December I did a nighttime video of Tropical Park at night. Well, today let's do a Tropical Park in the daytime so you really could see everything. Last time we couldn't even see half of it because it was dark. They didn't even walk into half of the park, the part that doesn't have lights. So here we have, since back then, if you see the video, they were doing construction, building pickleball courts. Well, the pickleball courts haven't been opened yet, but they're basically done, as you can see here. They have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pickleball courts, because this is always packed where you see the current ones are at. So that they have done. Here on this side, we have the tennis courts, which is a whole entire section just for tennis courts there. And if we look across, we have some of the where you could rent the areas for birthday parties and stuff. And as you can see over there, somebody rented for a big party, as they even have some carnival rides over there. I'm gonna zoom in. So as we walk this way, we're gonna go and look at the rest of the park here. Tropical Park, here the tennis courts, like I said. And we're gonna go down this path here first, and then we'll go through the baseball fields and the cross-country hill in the back that was closed. Well, not closed, but it was dark, so that part was not lighted up when we did the nighttime version, so we didn't go back there. Today is April 6th, 2024, and it's 4:30, 4:35. Got some people, got some swings and stuff over there, slides in the back corner over there. Tennis courts here. As we continue walking this way. So here we have the basketball courts. You got here 2 full courts. Usually it's more full than this, but it's a Saturday. So not a lot of people here in the park, except for the parties back there. There was a lot of people. Here is the other angle of the tennis courts. Here's some of the offices of the park. You remember this when we focus on the courses, the walking courses. You got the 2-mile version or the 1.34-mile version here. We'll walk this way now toward this area, which we also did last time. Here we have some of the racquetball courts here. Side of the tennis courts on that side. Straight ahead, you're gonna have some football field and soccer. Here's the current pickleball courts, which there are just 4. So folks are dying for the other ones to open. Because if you come during the week, you'll have like 20, 30 people just waiting to get in the court. So here you have the mini soccer fields here where the flags are. Pickleball courts there. That's that. Then here you have the soccer fields, the small version ones. There's like 4 of them right here, and you could sign them out and play mini soccer games there. Now this is the gym, currently closed, doesn't open on Saturday afternoons. If you come during the week, it's open until 9. The weight training room, boxing gym, and everything. Like I said in the last video, this is a very large park. It goes from Bird Road, which is 40th Street, all the way to Miller, which is 56. So you have 16 blocks across. And then it goes from the Palmetto Expressway, which is basically 74th, 75th, around there. And it goes all the way past like 82nd, I believe it is. It goes all the way up to over there. It's a huge park. Got the soccer fields there. Oh, here I'm here in the grandstands, lower level, and here you have the track and the football field here. The stands on the east side over there. Here the track and field and the football field, and on this side you have the tracks, the stands here on the west side. So this is the track and football stadium here, and regulation soccer field there too. Here. It's like an angle from up here, the part of the park. So here we are in another parking lot This one's basically for the gym, the boxing rings, the pickleball, and the rest of the tennis courts. So you saw some over there on the when we're walking in, but here are more tennis courts toward the end. I'll focus. All back there are also tennis courts. Here's another part of the park. And then we come over yonder in the front is 4 baseball fields, regulation size baseball fields. And we're gonna go look at some of the other items toward the back. I might actually go and move my car and get it closer so I don't have to walk all the way back afterwards. But let's see. So here's a view of the other side of the tennis courts. I'm got in my car to get closer, deeper into the park. And here's the other side of the tennis courts. Not the ones we saw at the beginning, but the second section of them. Like here you have tennis court number 10. I think it's like 8 through 12 or something right here on this side. And then let's go find parking on this side. So here we're in front of the baseball fields now. And there's, like I said, it's a quad of baseball fields. You got one back over there, one here, one in the corner way yonder, and another in that corner way yonder back there. So this is the baseball field area. You got all these pine trees here, all around the baseball fields. We got some adult games going on right now. Got some restrooms here. And let's go see the other side. So here we have the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial area. And the sign here says that you're entering Hollow site. Please show your respect for those who are given their all. Refrain from any active recreation activities beyond this point. Then they also have here, because you can do fishing in the park. And there's all black bass must be released immediately. And then the type of fishes that they have here. So here's the memorial. I wanted to go in today here, but it is actually closed. I guess it is not open on Saturdays. I would think it would have, but here's the entrance of it. It's within Tropical Park. And here you have the lions on each side. Law enforcement official memorial dedicated May 15, 1981. And the hollow ground is dedicated to the men and women of law enforcement who have died in the line of duty whilst honorably serving the citizens of Miami-Dade County. So I'll probably come another day when it's open. See a squirrel there, right there. And yes, you can see it goes that way toward the end. And then they have a whole thing over there with the names of all the fallen officers and stuff. And that section over there where the flagpoles are. And like the tombstones, the statues over there and stuff. It's currently closed. Very sad it's closed. Let's see if I could come back another day and I'll come in and show you this whole area of Tropical Park, which is surrounded by the has water on both sides. It has a lake here on this side, and then it has another lake on this side behind all this brush here. And then on the back side of it, there's actually the horse stables where they have horses, because this park also is an equestrian park. It's the Ronald Reagan, it's Tropical Park, Ronald Reagan Equestrian Park, and that is where you see those blue tarps back there and those buildings back there. You zoom in a little bit, and you see a lot of the horse trailers back there. That's where they have all that for the horse section. Matter of fact, here next month, well, at the end of this month, they will have here Country Fest. You can see equestrian shows and cattle and horses, all there performing and stuff, and a lot of vendors selling country stuff. Well, we'll be here for that event also. And then go around, so let's go to another section of the park. Right over here you see a person and a horse coming by riding a horse here through the park. So this section of the park here, we see all these horse trailers now, is the part where they do Christmas Wonderland and previously Santa Enchanted Forest. if you call the video, if you go back to my video in November and December, you can see the whole Christmas park here with all the carnival rides, the Christmas lights. It's all in this section, all the way up to where those pine trees are, and then all the way to the front of the park, which is Bird Road. Right now, we're probably like probably 8 or 9 blocks into the park. So all this section back here is where the Christmas Wonderland was. Actually, right here, where this truck of Miami-Dade County is, that's where the roller coaster was set up. One of the roller coasters was set up right here, and there was like a fence line right here blocking it, so people wouldn't go through here and go in through the main entrance, you know, and pay and stuff. So this is where Christmas Wonderland takes place, and previously Santa's Enchanted used to take place in this whole section, and then that whole corridor where you see pine trees back there. This here is a soccer field and some other soccer fields here in the park. And here's where my daughter, for a whole year and a half, had her soccer practices when she was on a soccer team. It will be here in this park right here. This part of the park where the soccer fields are. There's like 2 soccer fields, and they will play here. Some kids here playing soccer here. Let's go check the rest of the park out. So here's the other side of the soccer field we're going through. You saw a little piece there before I got in my car to put my car deeper into the park. So here you see the soccer field. And this was where we stopped last time with the park. We didn't really go all the way around, all the way to the rest deeper that way because of nighttime. So we're gonna park here the car, see if I can find a parking spot on one of these 2 lots here on this side, and then walk this section. More fun. So here at the southern end of the baseball quad, you have the hit zone, which are batting cages set up. There's probably like 10 batting cages here. You could rent it and just do your practices there for batting cages. They also have concession stands. And here is the southwestern baseball field. Here going on, there's a adult baseball game going on right now with kids, combination of both here at the baseball fields. Now over there are the large canopies I was telling you, large shelters, sorry, where you can rent for parties along that whole side over there, as you can see. Those are the large areas over there for that. So here now we're in another part of the park that we didn't get to see last time, like I was saying earlier. Here's one of the big lakes where you can actually rent a swan, and it's like a swan bike, and you can ride it around the park. You see there, you can rent them there. You also they have some boats for rental over there, and you could go through this whole part, this whole lake here all the way that way, and just go back and forth. Some people actually fish in that bank over there of the lake. The expressways you see here, that is the A74 in the bottom, going I guess going from, that's the start of it, so it'll be going like from southward to westward there in an angle. And the blue one you see over there where the overpass, that's the Palmetto Expressway, the 826, and this is the southbound lanes that you see there. Then you see this here's part of the trails, like I was saying, and the trails go through all that back there. Let me zoom in. All that back there where the trees are, there are trails by there. And then let's go check it out. And then before I go all the way back there, let me go check this side here for you. Here you actually have some ducks right here. Just sitting there in the park here. And across from you have another whole section of the park where you have the swings, the slides, some exercise equipment around the park that you could just go and use. And you also right there where those containers are over yonder, that is where you can rent those bikes. You rent a bike and go around the park. They have different style bikes, from 2-wheelers to 4-wheelers to bikes that say 4 people to regular single bikes. So let's go to that section over there, and we'll go check it out. So on this side you have the big canopy there with all the swings and slides underneath, so kids don't get wet or too much sun. Over here we got a food stand. You can get some refreshments, some hot dogs and ice cream here. And then over there you have the rental of the bikes over there, like I was saying, in the containers. You can rent like the different style bikes. So here you have more of the open space in the park. Here you got the swings and stuff we saw. And then you see the park opens up in this section. A lot of people doing picnics, birthday parties, barbecues. You could, if you want a canopy or like a shelter, you could rent those, but you could also bring your own little tent and the only thing and do your own little party like they're doing over there. That is fine. The tropical park. As you see the hill back there, we'll go approaching a little while. That's the hill for cross country. There's all these trails that are everywhere. You go all the way around and you actually go up the hill and go around. There's some bounce houses back there and one of the shelters that folks have rented. So let's go check out the rest of the park on this side. There's west side of the baseball field. We were on the north side before. That's the southwest baseball field. Here's a set of bathrooms in this little building here. And let's go check out the rest of the park. So here the park, this is the section we were just in, the open area. Here's more open area. Another parking lot over there. And it keeps on going that way. And then here we see the hill approaching ahead of us. We'll go check out now. So we have reached the hill here for cross country. And as you can see, it keeps on going up like that. So we're gonna come this way now, turn this way, and go up the marker entrance. Back there, there's another parking lot for folks who park on this side of the park, where they have some of the trails on the opposite side of the parking lot over there. And then they also have the doggy park on the opposite side of the parking lot on this side over there. So we're gonna take a look at that too. Here I have one of the shelters. A small shelter, because I have some bigger ones. I remember my kids had their like their first 2 birthday parties were here for my kids, especially my son. They were held here at this park. We held them here, rented one of the shelters, and had the bounce houses and stuff. So here we're going up this rocky incline. Oh, my camera, I don't want to slip here. And you climb up the hill here. And this is basically used for cross country during the week. There's a lot of people with bikes going up, mountain bikes going up and down this section. Also during people running and doing exercise. I used to come here when my daughter had soccer practice. Here I did exercise all that year. I think that was the year that was the most fit of all. You got a great view of the park from up here. You see the light poles, those are the baseball fields we saw earlier over yonder. See, here's the park going all the way around 360. Now that's the doggy park back there. And the trails we saw with the lakes are in that section. You see some of the blue of the expressway back there. Continue here. This is the canopy park. Part of the park on this side. It's a lot of trees, and then these trails are covered with trees. There's parking along this whole side here. There's a lot of boot camps here during the week for exercise, specifically Monday through Thursday. I think those are the busiest days for people doing exercise here in the park. Will be Monday through Thursday. Then Saturday basically is all just birthday parties and stuff being held here. Not that many people doing exercise on a Friday night or Saturday. A lot of school events here, using the soccer fields, the tennis courts, the football field during football season. There's games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here of high school. Here as we're going down the hill, you see that lake over there. That one has signs all over it. Stay away, stay clear, keep your eyes open for gators. There's another lake over there on that side. That's not where descending. See the descent from the hill on this side, it's not as steep as the climb on the other side. So we'll go check this section out. So let's stop the video here and we'll start it here at the bottom of the hill. So here you see the western side of the park. This is the western side. I see houses on that side. And here we see some ducks with its ducklings. The duck with its ducklings, see little ones there. Oh, little ducklings there with the duck. As we walk this way, here you have another little lake pond. And this one is the one that I was telling you earlier. It says beware of gators because they've been spotted here. So you see the sign there. See the sign, no swimming, beware of alligators. You see one of these 4 people carts there going that way. More ducks. So this is the pond, the only pond of all of them that really has all these signs. Watch out for alligators. It's this one. On this side, you see part of the hill going that way, and the park. So as you walk through the park, you don't notice the vast size of it. When I started the video, it was like a 4:30. When we started walking, it's already 5:20 p.m. already. And really haven't really walked that much. It's a lot. It's big. So here you see another bike. Here you see one of these 4 bike cruisers coming this way. Here's another part of the lake with the gators. Get to this side. On the grass areas, we're gonna get passed by another 4-wheel bike trolley type style car. Now those buildings in the front that you see, those shelters, those are the large shelters you can rent for birthday parties. That's in that section. And those come with a barbecue included in them, built-in barbecues. So here's another trail in Tropical Park. This one is like the wooded trail, as you can see. Got the pine trees all the way up, and it continues like that all the way from here, which I'm trying to see what this would be. 49th Street, more or less. Goes all the way to Miller, which is 56. This trail, and then it does some wandering and comes back through another route. And then if you look backwards, it goes all the way down way to Bird Road. Also, but there's some parking lots on that side too. That's why you see some cars. It just then moves toward the trees inward a little bit. There's like a parking lot back there, like on 45th. There's another pond. Yes, I remember these trails when my daughter, like I was saying earlier, did soccer here. I did all these trails every day because I would just pick her up from school, bring her over here. That was like when she was like 4 years ago, when she was in 9th grade. She's a senior already, and she had her soccer practices here. And I would pick her up at school and then bring her over here, and then I will be part of the exercise, walk the trails, back and forth, go up the hill, go through this trail, the one on the other side where they had the fishing in the pond and the little swan boats. Did that trail. The soccer practice was for 2 hours, so I just walked it. But I did like 2 laps of the whole thing. Sometimes I just did the same parts, the smaller version of the trail. Specifically stuck to this side because you had the canopy from the sun, where the other side you had a lot of sun on that side. See, here's where I was telling you earlier that it went straight out to Miller, but then there was another path coming back. See, this is the other path right next to it here in this little section. The other one comes from over there and then just curves back. And they both connect here. Oops, sorry. Almost had a collision course there with a biker. There's the beginning of the hill on this side as we walk this way. So I went away from that trail and got into this trail now. I'm gonna go this way, cut here so I can see another part over there of the park. So here we have another lake in the park. Remember, we saw the one over there earlier. So there's another section of the park that they have here when you're approaching Miller. See, Miller is that street over there where you see some of the traffic. Some of the cars are passing by. That's Miller 56. Then this is another lake. This one says no swimming and beware of gators too, alligators, as they are in the area. As you can see, there's also a lot of ducks in the area here. And that other trail that I was saying that you could do, but it's sunny, is the one all the way back there. I call that the sunny trail. You want to sweat a lot, you take that trail that goes along the expressway over there. That one is a sunny trail. Whereas this one over here is a whole canopy on this section of trees. So over here on this side of the park is the doggy park. You have the fence dividing it from the rest of the park, so that no dogs are loose and bite anybody. So this whole section fenced in, which is a pretty big section, is the doggy park. It has benches for the people to relax while their dogs are loose in there. And they have little sections. This part, I think you have to have them with you chained, but you can have your dog in there. There's another closed area, fenced area, where you can have your dog loose inside the park. That beautiful German Shepherd there. And then they have some games for the dogs and stuff, where you can go inside the little drums, come out the other side, go up little hills over there, and go around and do stuff. Here's this side. I don't remember when we were in the top of the hill up there. That's what I said. The doggy park was on this side, so that's where we're at. Here's the doggy park. There's the hill. It's a little park road in between for parking for folks that want to bring their dogs here. But they're gonna do their boot camps and exercise running up and down the hill. Like when you come during the week, you see tons of kids from high schools and grown-ups doing exercise boot camps running up and down the sides of the hill, back and forth, crawling up. Some running, some jogging, some crawling. Intense stuff there. Here's more of the park, the doggy park. See little ramps there for them to climb. And there, you see one lady with her dog wants to go back inside. So here on this side, as we walk in this section, here's the main entrance to the dog park right over there. And this is the sunny trail that, like I was saying earlier, that you walk all the way around. Up there, that building structure you see is bathrooms, and they also open for food concessions up there for folks on this side of the park. Here you have the doggy entrance, and it's called Welcome to Bark Park. And then here you have some boat ramps and stuff that are actually closed. Never seen them open. Some folks come here to relax and have fun. So see that whole section back there? I call that the sunny trails. Person flying a kite. You see up there is where they have restrooms and a concession area for this side of the park. See over there where you see all the pine trees? That's the the shady part that we saw that show you the long trail. That's over there. And then on this side of the park, just meanders and loops, little trails all the way around. Let me go to the other side. Here you see some folks with their fishing rods, getting ready to go fishing. And then here's the lake with the swans that we saw earlier. So we could go that trail, but I'm not gonna go that way. It's a long walk. If you go there, you can't. You have to go all the way around back there, the corner and back. I'm just gonna cut this way. Nice breeze here, coming off the water. So the only parts of the park we haven't really seen is the northwest corner of the park, over there by Bird Road. That area has another baseball field, which is baseball field number 5, and that's over there. Also, all the shelters, the large shelters for parties, are on that side, on the western side, nearer to Bird Road. And then you also have on that side, you have the cultural center and museum is also on that side. That's new. That was added. That was constructed probably like 3 years ago. It opened at grand opening, and there's like a cultural center, museum over there on that side of the park. And then the huge parking lot also for the high school football stadium there. It's also on that side of the park. I kind of skipped that little section there. But you can see that on the nighttime version. It was all decorated for Christmas with lights and stuff, the trees over there. That came back out in November. I'll try to see if I could drive by and pass it. But I don't know, since I had somebody else was having a large party over there with carnival rides. I don't know, private party. I don't know if that section will be open for traffic right now, but I'll go see if I do add on. If not, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's make this channel grow. Like I said in the previous video, I know I took a little hiatus of a couple of weeks with no videos, but I am back. We're gonna create videos coming up, a lot of more videos coming out. Here's Tropical Park at daytime. We got the 8th Street Walk of Fame that we're gonna do. Vizcaya, Miracle Mile, Memorial Boulevard, 13th Avenue. There's some railroad history in Coral Gables, about the Coral Gables Library I want to do a video of too. There's a lot of, we're going to do Country Fest here in a couple of weeks also. We're also going to do Miami Springs River Fest. That'll be coming out too this month. There's a lot of events coming now as summer approaches. Spring's just started, but as summer gets here, there's more and more videos more events every week that I could go film. Carnival season is more or less over now. As you saw, there was a lot of carnival videos I did too on this channel. That is basically over with until like October, because the carnival season here is basically carnival ride season, fairs and stuff. That is basically from October, where they start with the Halloween one all the way through now, through this Sunday, April 7th, tomorrow, which is the last day of the Miami-Dade County Fair that finalizes the carnivals in this area. Large-scale carnivals. You'll still see some little ones pop up with some rental rides and stuff, but that's basically the big ones with the big amusement ride companies. This Sunday is basically it for that until next end of September. The Halloween one starts. The House of Horror starts there, and we'll start doing some video things. We're also going to do some videos of basketball and baseball. The Marlins, which just got started to a horrible start, 0-8 so far. So that is coming up too in this channel. I'm going to get a little bit higher here, perch myself up. Usually if you see the Christmas Wonderland video that we did back in November, there where you see those trees right there, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see, that's where the big wheel was, the big giant wheel. Forgot the name of it. That's his name, from Wood Entertainment. That's where it was set up. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Many things coming up in the channel. Continue also to watch the sister channel, Martin's Carnival channel, This video still be, even though fair season ends, we'll still have a couple of video series that I've recorded already for that channel. Will be coming out throughout the rest of the spring and summer. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So here I decided, bonus footage, decided to come out and show you the cultural center in front of the park. This is the Cultural Arts Center, Westchester Cultural Arts Center, as they're calling it here. And it's at the front area of the park, right here. And I'm going to continue filming as I continue to drive. Here you'll see the Tropical Park sign and main entrance to the park right here. And then the Ronald Reagan statue over there behind that van right now.